Setting up your account, the basics. In this video, I'd like to take a look at just the basic settings in your Facebook account that you'll want to consider doing, just because it's going to help your profile fill up a bit. Now, please note at this point we have not set up a page for your business. First, we got to get your profile out there first. So we're just going to take a look at a few quick things that you can do. Won't really take that long to help yourself look a bit better. Now, you see, the first thing that I see here is that I have not completed my sign-up process. I have not confirmed my email address. So until I do that, that bar is going to appear up there. I'm going to do that soon, but I'm not going to let that stop me from showing you things that we can do here. So let's see. The first thing that we can do here is this is the welcome page, and it kind of takes you through basic things that you want to do. Of course, there's your email address, and that's not my email address. That's one that I just made for this account, so please don't contact me there. Then, of course, you want to have a profile picture, and I talked about that in the last video. Next, you want to make sure that you fill out our profile information. Now, don't worry, it's not that involved, but the reason Facebook does this is because it helps them find other people that you might know, which is going to make your job actually a lot easier. So let's say, for example, that you sell real estate. You're going to want to get connected with people you went to school with, possibly people you went to college with, people you used to work with, the whole enchilada. And every time you put that in your profile, Facebook will look to see who else has it in their profile, and then will attempt to connect you, which is really, really cool and amazing when you think about it. So you want to fill this out to the best of your ability. Now, if you're the owner of a restaurant, again, it's just going to help because people are going to see, this is the owner and this is cool. The owner's on Facebook. Oh, and here's their fan page. Or if you're the designated person in your company that's going to be representing Facebook online, that this is going to be something that's connected through you. So you want to go ahead and fill in your city, your hometown. This is neat because it gives you the option, because a lot of people, they don't live now where they grew up at, and you can have both, because it's going to allow Facebook to connect you with people that you grew up with, and also people that you're around currently. Of course, if you're a male, female, your birthday. If you want to, you don't have to show your birthday in your profile. You can. Interested in men, women. If you're just doing this for your business, of course, or if you're married, you don't have to worry about that. Language you speak, and then about me. Now, this is a neat place where you can put just a couple sentences about yourself. Doesn't need to be lengthy, but again, it's kind of nice. I like, if I'm looking to learn about a chiropractor and I get to see just a few sentences about what they do and about yourself, I think it's neat. I'm sure some of you are thinking, I don't want to put that because, you run an ad in the newspaper. You don't have to put, your favorite movies. That just sounds stupid. And the thing is that this is the way of the world, folks. This is what Web 2.0 is all about. It's about learning, a little bit about people, and people, they eat this stuff up. So, if they're looking to go to a restaurant and they see that the owner likes, whatever movie, and they liked it too, they're going to think that's cool. So, what you're doing is you're looking to put just a little bit of personality into this. It doesn't need to be in depth, but personality. You can see here that we have a spot that we can be putting friends and family, education and work, philosophy, and you want to use your own discretion with this too, because typically they say when you go out to dinner, try to refrain from talking about politics, and if you're openly Republican or Democratic or whatever, and you put that on your profile, are you going to risk alienating yourself against people that feel differently than you? It's possible, so maybe that's something that you want to leave out. But are you going to offend people by mentioning that you have a dog? I would hope not. You can see here that these are the different tabs, and again, so you just want to go through and use your own common sense, use your own comfort level, and fill some of these things in. What we really want to avoid is a blank profile, because when we start to connect with other people, if they see you haven't done anything, they're going to be much more hesitant to connect with you, because it doesn't show that you're committed to being on Facebook. And being committed just is a matter of going through and filling a few of these things out. So, philosophy. If you are a chef, then you can, people who inspire you, you can put, the name of your favorite chef. You can just leave these things blank, and then they won't appear in your profile. Favorite quotations, that's a fun thing to do. Arts and entertainment. And this is something that I like because I love movies, I love music, and I love to see. It interests me to see, what does my lawyer think about what's their favorite movie, what's their favorite book. It's something that I look at because that's one of my hobbies. Sports, obviously people are into sports, and again, you can use your discretion there. If you own a sports bar, this would be a nice thing to fill out. Activities and interests. What do you like to do? What are your interests? And then contact information. Now here, you certainly might want to show some restraint and not put in your address. I would not put your address in unless you're going to be putting the address of your business. Now, of course, you want to put the website of your business in there too, so that's going to help. But as far as your personal address and personal whatever, I wouldn't suggest doing that. You certainly can be putting your work, your business phone number in there, because hopefully people will call your business, because that's kind of the whole point of this. So I hope that all makes sense. You can see here that there's a tab for privacy settings, and we're going to talk about that in much more detail in a future video. But that's how you go about setting your profile up. Now that you've done that, let's go ahead and move on to the next step.